Hi everyone, it's Sunday, December 17th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. This is going to be our last update for 2023. We will resume videos on the weekend of the 6th and 7th and wish everybody a Happy New Year. The U.S. hide market saw lower prices this week, but it was probably just some reporting catching up with the actual sales levels of the most recent week or two. Branded material had a little more interest, but at very low bid prices, and buyers and sellers spent the week with a pretty good gap in their ideas of where prices should be. After dropping last week, heavy Texas steers were unchanged at $24 for seasonal averages, but again, that's mostly due to a lack of sales. Natives, which had been pretty stable in price, are being dragged down a bit too. And overall, sales volumes were not likely to have been very big during the week. Cows are still the bright spot right now because their prices are steady and interest is still good from China's furniture upholstery tanners. Combined export sales for the week ending December 7th were a little bit better than the previous week, but still not great at 421,300. Combined shipments were incrementally higher at 558,100, and actually those numbers have been pretty steady over the past month. Estimated slaughter for the week ending December 15th was 2% higher at 649,000. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo says that adult males are in strong decline right now. Cow prices are pretty much confirmed, and calves are expensive and difficult to find. Basically, the year is ending with low prices, and then we'll be talking about it again in January. For British sellers, the 36 plus tends to sell at 85 cents sterling per kilo, with sales for current production as well as that of January. In Ireland, sales are being done at 95 cents in euros per kilo. For European bulls, the only way to sell this week was to lower prices, and the harsh reality was one of some sizable discounts. The price for North German bulls at 40 to 49 kilos is at 95 cents in euros per kilo, and South German hide prices, which were pretty steady, couldn't hang on to those stable levels, and they've dropped also. On the other hand, European cow prices tend towards stability for the large sizes and downward for the small ones. For veal skins, the best quality is hard to find and selling quite well. For tanners, however, their fortunes depend on which groups they're supplying. In his analysis this week, Andrea looks at the year-end scenario and he runs down the situation with prices and what's likely to come in January. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that it's no surprise that the year is closing out with the average price of fresh hides unchanged at 85 cents per kilo in reals. Likewise, the reference price of TR1 is flat at 65 cents in dollars per square foot. In Argentina, the new president has taken his office and the market's in flux because he's devalued the peso and prices are being recalculated daily. In other news from Brazil, Brazil's November exports of hides and skins were just over 89 million, and that's down by 2.2% compared to the previous month, but it's higher by almost 11% compared to the same month last year. The data is coming from the Ministry of Development, Industry, Commerce, and Services, and it was analyzed by the CICB. As for volume, a little over 13 million square meters and 36.8 thousand tons were reported, and that's increases of 23.5% and almost 21% respectively over the same month in 2022. And compared to October, the area slipped by just 0.04% and weight by 0.2%. Now, if you're looking at January to November, the totals were a little over 10% below the same range in 2021, but higher in areas sold by 11% and in weight by 20%. Also in Brazil, the presidential veto was overturned on the project to extend the payroll tax exemption until 2027, so footwear is celebrating that. The BF show should generate more than 315 million reals in international business. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentina's footwear manufacturing production rose. Mexico's manufacturing of leather products is down 2.2%, and in Uruguay, some effluents from a refrigerator were released into the Uruguay River. That is all we have for this week, and as we said, we will see you in 2024, so happy holidays and happy new year from HideNet. Thank you.